The Streisand effect is a very, very powerful thing. It has often played out really more. I mean, it refers back to when Barbara Streisand tried to like not let people take pictures of her mansion, I think, something like that. And of course, then everyone became obsessed with it when no one actually cared. On the internet, the Streisand effect is far more instant and more brutal. And Roblox, which is a video game that is essentially for youths, I would say. I don't really know what it is, but I know it's not for me. I know it's for kids. They're probably suffering one of the worst examples of it I've seen in the modern era. Like, the whole thing is actually bonkers to me that how this has worked out. And it's gotten even worse now that Chris Hansen, of all people, are involved. Huge shout out, by the way, to this video sponsor, Aura. Want to see something crazy? Google your name. Is your address, blurred out? Probably not. Is your phone number blurred out? Probably not. Where are they finding all this stuff out? Well, you could pretty much Google anything and find all sorts of private information like this out there. There are sites run by data brokers who collect your personal information, package it up, and sell it to anyone who wants it. And usually scammers and spammers want it. These guys are printing money. It's completely legal in America. Brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask, but they make it super hard to do so. Or you can do what I do and use Aura, the sponsor of this video. Aura identifies data brokers exposing your info and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Give Aura a few weeks and you'll stop seeing your information on these sketchy sites when you search for yourself. Aura will also continuously monitor the dark web and alert you if they find your personal information exposed. They're going to let you know really fast if anyone tries to use that information to access your credit or bank accounts. Plus, they give you $5 million in identity theft insurance should the worst case scenario happen. They also have a world-class VPN that lets you browse and shop safely from any location you choose, seemingly really in handy now due to digital ID nonsense. You go to my link at aura.com/thequartering and try 14 days for free. That'll be enough time for Aura to find which data brokers are selling your information and start submitting opt-out requests on your behalf. I absolutely love the software. I've been using it for a really long time. Now, in case you haven't followed this story, Roblox is a video game that essentially is for kids. There's lots of video games for kids. There's nothing super unique about Roblox being a kid's game. Minecraft, one of the biggest video games ever, at least in the modern era, started out for kids, although adults do play it. I tried playing it once. I couldn't figure out what the heck I was supposed to do. Was I supposed to just dig or build a house? I had no idea what to do. Apparently, I'm just that bad at video games. But they have had a major predator problem. And it's gotten so bad in the video game that entire YouTube channels have sprung up hunting down these predators. Well, if you were following the story, just a few days ago, instead of banning predators and talking about, hey, we've got a problem with this in the game, we're gonna invite law enforcement in to help us, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z to help us, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. No, they banned the people predator hunting. And on top of that, they have tripled down by calling them, quote, vigilantes. And of course, this is going exactly how you expected. More on our removal of vigilantes from Roblox. We're sharing more information about why it was necessary to remove vigilantes from Roblox and the ways in which we review and act upon reports of bad behavior in Roblox. Now, pay attention here because in about 2 minutes, I'm going to go through about a half dozen lawsuits that have sprung up this week due to the bonanza that Roblox has created. The federal government is suing them now. Private individuals are suing them now because they didn't do enough to protect the kids in the game. It's completely spiraled out of control. And all they needed to do was say, hey, we're not going to allow predators in our game. Like, we're okay with people, catching these people. It's cool. We ban them from the game. We turn them over. They should have leaned into it like the Trump administration did with the South Park mockery. While seemingly well-intentioned, the vigilantes we've banned have taken actions that are both unacceptable and create an unsafe environment for users. Similar to actual predators. They're saying they're actual predator. They're saying the people who are hunting down predators in the game are the same as the actual predators. Okay? They've often impersonated youths, actively approaching other users when tried to lead them into other platforms to have spicy content and conversations. Accurate, timely reporting from our community is important. Reporting, though, through the appropriate channels, including our custom designed reporting tools, immediately and when much specific information is possible is the best way to help us stop these predators in the game. These reporting tools are designed to get, well, here's the thing. From chat, by the way, JJ from Iowa. Up to 50% of all kids under 16 play Roblox. It's Predator City. Why do we remove vigilantes? The importance of accurate reporting. So what they're saying is, hey, vigilantes are bad. They're screwing up our investigations. Oh, well, they must be really, really good. They must be really, really good at catching predators, I would think, right? They must be really, really good at catching predators. Well, Chris Hansen is now working on a documentary that will investigate Roblox's handling of child safety issues. Now, Chris Hansen is pretty washed, I would say. He even went through some controversies of like writing some bad checks. And then he was like obsessed with this internet person, Onision, for a really long time, which was weird. But a lot of us kind of had this fond memory of his like, have a seat, sit right here. And he would catch these predators who were coming to meet up little kids. Now, there is a dark side to Chris Hansen and what he did. I think one of the people he ensnared actually took their own life, and that's why the show ended. I could be wrong about that. You correct me in the comment section. But nonetheless, he still has a big name because this tweet has 121,000 likes. 121,000 likes from less than 12 hours ago. Oakland, California, from yesterday. 10-year-old girl exploited on Roblox, lawsuit says. An Oakland County mother has filed a federal lawsuit against Roblox claiming that the popular online game platform enabled predators to go after her 10-year-old. The plaintiff says Roblox Corp has created a breeding ground for predators and it prioritizes financial gain over child welfare. Now the cash grab begins, by the way. Maybe it happened. Maybe it didn't happen. I don't know. But what we're going to find now is there's going to be a class action lawsuit by the end of next week. And Roblox is going to have to settle for hundreds of millions of dollars, by the way. The case was filed Thursday in the U.S. District Court, Northern District of California, by Florida-based Dolman Law Group. For nearly 2 decades, Roblox has provided a safe, no questions asked space for predators to roam freely among the very population it was created for, kids, says Matthew Dolman. Roblox's priority is putting as many users in their platform as possible to substantiate and grow their valuation, not the safety of our children and the most vulnerable communities. The girl, listed as Jane Doe, began using Roblox app at the age of 8, according to the lawsuit. Now, I'm going to break off a little bit here for a second. Parents should parent their children, okay? Parents should parent their children. There's no doubt about that, okay? And at the end of the day, if you're waiting for the federal government or video game companies to watch over what your kids are taking part in or the video games that they're playing, you should know. Now, there are a lot of people, though, that simply didn't know that Roblox was open to the internet. There are a lot of parents that simply didn't understand that Roblox was an internet game, that you'd be interacting with other people across the internet. That's not clear, and we know that Roblox has been a safe haven for the LGBTQ community, the BLM community, the trans rights community, a lot of these activists. Now, I ask you, are there a lot of 9-year-olds who are caring about pride flags? No, it's probably full-grown adults, in my opinion, looking to groom youths. But that isn't even the end of it. Now, the state of Louisiana's attorney general is suing Roblox, calling the platform, quote, the perfect place for creeps. The lawsuit accuses the company of intentionally or recklessly designing a platform that allows millions of users to easily create accounts with fake birthdays. Now, here's where we get into trouble, friends. What's going to happen next? Louisiana is probably going to push for what? Online ID. We are getting attacked by all angles right now for the removal of anonymity on the internet. And people are going to say, but think of the kids quartering. Think of the kids. There are other ways to keep these predators out of your game without requiring 100% of people to upload their identification. I think there are, and by the way, predators have ID, don't they? Right? This is going to lead to yet another push for online ID. Louisiana's top prosecutors sued the popular online gaming platform Roblox on Thursday, claiming its failure to implement strong safety protocols for kids have made it the perfect place for peds. Attorney General Liz Muriel of Louisiana's 21st Judicial District accuses the California-based company of intentionally or recklessly designing a platform with no age verification process. Well, what 9-year-old has an ID? You know? What is, you know, I don't know how you're going to ID someone under 13. Adults can pose as kid, according to the suit. The kids can bypass controls meant for users under 13. Since 2006, Roblox has a sprawling catalog of games and experiences, many of which are designed by users that include real-time messaging. According to the company's annual report, 20% of the platform's 82 million active users were under the age of 9. 20% were under the age of 9. I'm guessing that 80% are under the age of 18. I assume. All Roblox had to do was let these vigilantes do their work, and now everything's falling apart for them. And quite frankly, you love to see it. I hope you enjoyed. We'll talk to you again real soon.